took a shellacking in the midterms might actually be helping Barack Obama's image. A new Gallup tracking poll shows the president's approval numbers are up. 47% approval rating now. That's a 4-point jump from before the election. And overall, USA Today Gallup poll shows Americans are feeling better about the future post-election. 57% are more upbeat about the next 2 years. Well, let's bring in our company, Christina Bellantoni, former Governor Jim Gilmore, and Bernard Whitman. You know, it is somewhat unusual for poll numbers to go up after an election where the other party gains so much ground. We can show you some of the past presidencies. In 2006, President Bush's approval rating went from 38 to 33%. In 1992, President Clinton's approval rating went from 46 to 43%. Bernard, you're the pollster here. What do you make of these numbers for President Obama?
Well, you know, the numbers are pretty much flat. It's within the statistical margin of error, but we had a couple things working in our favor for the Democrats. One, we had a good jobs report. The nation added 151,000 jobs in October. That was reported last week. The president's 10-day trip to Asia got a lot of positive buzz, and I think the president did admit some mistakes. You know, a lot of people in this country accuse the president of being arrogant. He came out after the elections on Wednesday, admitted that he had made a tough road of it, had made some mistakes with regards to health care, with regard to his tone on getting bipartisanship on things like the economy. And so I think that olive branch, that tone, combined with positive news on the jobs report and his moving on to a different stage, that is in India and Indonesia, really probably helped his numbers.
There are also some interesting numbers on what you just said, bipartisanship. Republicans are twice as likely as Democrats to say it's more important for political leaders to stick to their beliefs even if nothing gets done. Democrats are twice as likely as Republicans to say it's more important for political leaders to compromise to get things done. Governor, what do you make of that?
Well, you know, I think that that people in the United States don't want to dislike their president. I think they like Barack Obama, and that's okay. I think the election was really about something entirely different. I think it was about the policy of the country and where we're going from here. I think the people of the United States understood we were on the wrong track. We were going in the wrong policy direction, and they wanted to see a change. And they've now elected people, at least, that will change direction and stop the direction we were going in. The real challenge, I think, that we're facing, Chris, is are we going to be able to put together a positive program to be able to get the country moving in the right direction?
Well,
and I think
that's what those two polls just were really speaking to. Republicans twice as likely to say it's more important for political leaders to stick to their beliefs. Democrats say it's more important for them to compromise. Christina, where does that leave us?
Well, probably to gridlock. I think that that's something that you're going to see a lot of in January. But as for the next month, you know, President Obama, you saw during the 2008 campaign, he sort of would gain traction with voters when he would acknowledge his own shortcomings, whether it was maybe with the race speech in Pennsylvania early in the campaign, or when he talked about some of the mistakes that he'd made along the way. And I think that that's sort of what this is about. It's very different from that president who gave himself a B+ about a year ago when he did that interview with Oprah Winfrey. I mean, this is someone that is now acknowledging, you know, I did some things wrong. We want to correct it. Now I want to work with Republicans. So, of course, the American people are going to respond to that. And people always love a comeback. I think that that's part of it, is that some people in the country may be rooting for him to at least come back and rebound his popularity.
Governor, do you see the two sides compromising? Do you think that they're going to be able to come together and work together? We know how far apart they are on some critical issues.
Well, I think so. I think that the Democrats, I think, have to come back much more towards the middle than where they were. And I think they're probably going to be prepared to do that. They can read the election results, and the Republicans have got to come forward with a positive program. We at Free Congress have proposed a positive program. There have been other programs out there that people can support, but I think that it's absolutely essential that we stop the spending, that we create a genuine policy of growth in this country, and that we really begin to address the entitlement programs. And I think if we do that, we'll be on the right track, and I think that's the direction the American people want us to go.
Governor Christina Bernard, thanks so much. We'll be talking more later. For the first time since he